Hopefully my internet doesn't shit the bed today. Alright. First match of the day is gonna be Ikigai versus Hawksnorf. So yeah. Let me just go into the lobby and ping their matches so I can spectate. Hopefully spectating works for this game today. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hawksnorf versus Iki. Iki got FT2. Okay, nice. Mm-mm. Yo, Hawks.
Hey. So here's something I want. So something I want to tell you. Like I said, I'm not good at 3D fighters. I played them for fun.
All right.
But also also I kind of also I like how Matt's trying to be encouraging. Hey, come on, play them more.
Which trying.
Yeah, you certainly are. Anyways, I should mention this is probably one of the first. Yes, as a little kid, this is one of the first fighting games I ever played. Well, technically the Dreamcast demo and Dead or Alive 3 were the first fighting games I ever played.
Yeah, not for me, but like it was the first one I took seriously.
Yeah, I think the first one I took seriously was probably, and I forgot which one's probably Samurai Showdown, and that's a 2D game.
For me, it was Street Fighter 2, and then it was my friends in high school were heavy into King of Fighters, like 98, 2002, and but I've always ever since I had DOA2 on the EB games and stuff like that. That was the one that was like, I like this animation system. It feels so fluid and responsive, you know.
To be fair, when I was a kid, I had PS1, and the first game that I really gotten into with my friends was Tekken 3. Everything else was just like, oh, I've heard of these, but never really caught my eye until I think 3 years ago.
All right, so Dead or Alive 2 has plenty of differences aside from graphics from Dead or Alive 1. One is different, more characters. Bayman has been replaced by Leon for some reason, although Bayman does appear in Ultimate.
Yeah, he in the arcade version. He was just Leon, but it basically plays like Bayman. And so in the console versions, they gave you back Bayman and tried separating Leon from Bayman from then on.
Yeah.
The Millennium is the second version of DOA2, mind you.
Oh yeah, because the original Dreamcast version.
I didn't realize we got chat in Fightcade.
Yeah, there's an in-game chat in Flycast now. The problem is, for some reason, they tied the settings button to the F button instead of the tab button like it was.
In which one?
Flycast.
They tied the tab. Oh, okay.
For some reason, they tied the settings button to F instead of tab. I'll bring it up.
But you should be able to change those controls in your controller mapping to just not bring up the menu by pushing the F button.
Let me look it up because
it normally was selected to select or select.
Let me look it up because wait, it's tied to select normally.
Normally it's like select or touchpad. Right now I'm in a match right now, so I can't.
Oh. You're right, it is the back button.
change controls for any other game. People wanted it for whatever reason. I don't really need it. Okay, we started it. Okay, let me just share OBS.
Okay, I changed it.
Oof, nice.
I brought it up.
Oh man, nice. Oof.
I wish they would fix the crash on LE.
Oh, they will. They're working on a lot of
They
stuff.
say that. I know. They have a lot of other communities that are having games that don't even run, you know, like at least DOA like mostly runs.
To be fair, the biggest issue right now on Flycast is semi-spirits. Which
Is what? Samurai Spirits? Yeah, I think I heard that as well.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. The other issues are basically settings. People don't know how to set stuff. You know?
Yeah, or default settings, yeah.
The default. Here's the thing: they can't exactly do a pre-made settings for everything that should be there. Mostly because one person has another PC, you have another PC. It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so more differences is that not only was not only was Leon replaced, not only did Leon replace Bayman, but they also added more characters. Helena debuted in this game.
Mm-hmm. Helena,
Ayane, Base,
Ayane was in DOA plus plus.
well, along with Base, yeah.
Base is new. Base is with Ayane, yeah. And DOA, and Bass was added into DOA 1 on the PS1 as well as Ayane. That was their first game. And then they came back in plus plus, and then in 2 they're back again. This one had Elena. I can't figure out why Ein was also added in DOA 2.
Ein, well, in DOA 3 becomes Hayate.
Yes.
A totally different move set.
But you still can unlock Ein in DOA 3.
In DOA 3? No, that's DOA 4 you're thinking of.
No, in DOA 3 you can unlock Ein.
Well, then I never played enough of DOA 3 to know that.
Yeah, you had to beat all the story modes and then just get first place in time attack survival mode to get and then put your name in design and you'll unlock Ein and random select.
In DOA 4 it's much simpler. All you have to do is beat Hitomi's story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you get Ein in DOA 3 as well. And it also unlocks random.
Oh man, we're already doing the first match.
And yeah, those are the new characters. I believe Hitomi was supposed to be in this game, but she got moved to Ultimate.
Well, the only control in DOA 2?
Yes. No,
she was brought into Ultimate because it's like an apology from Itagaki for delaying the game. He had to delay it a month, so they threw in Hitomi, so she has all of her DOA 3 frame data in the DOA 2 world. So she has like plus advantage frame traps that the other characters didn't get until DOA 3.
It's odd. I thought it was because she was somewhat important to Ein's story.
No.
Or
120. Let's see if
These matches go by quick. Why did they give you a 99-minute? Why did they give you a 99-second time limit?
It's good to have time because some people.
I mean, 60 seconds is the tournament standard.
No, this is basically default. Yeah.
Well, normally you don't get through. Normally you don't win in 3 rounds. 3 rounds is tournament default, but for some reason game default is 2 rounds.
2 rounds? Okay, that's strange. I never noticed that. It should be set to 3 rounds.
No, the safe state is 3 rounds. I'm just saying if you
Okay.
played on default settings.
Oh yeah, the default settings are like that's more so because like Team Ninja doesn't know fighting games.
Okay.
Now I think, but this was back then. I think no one knew that 3D Fighter should be 3 rounds until much later.
Well, yeah, it became accustomed to the 3-round thing. Yeah, especially with the 40-second, 60-second round. That like Virtual Fighter does a 40-second gameplay, so. I don't know where to let me go.
Just waiting on B-League.
First of 2, right?
Yeah, first 2. We usually use the regular tournament standard, which is 52 for most cases.
I forgot what my controls were set to on Millenium. I haven't checked yet.
I got kind of confused on at first how to perform holds in this game because
the double
you
rush.
have one,
forward, back,
you have
forward, back,
yeah.
and the
Yeah, I know.
button. Yeah.
You have like one button that does too much. It blocks, it holds. You can even use it a combination of the punch button to
say that's the case.
throw.
Mostly, I wouldn't say that's the case because I think you have the high block, mid block, and low block. I think.
The only thing that I think it does too much, like it doesn't need to be doing, is
the movement, the 3D movement.
Yeah, that could have been just. It ends up being a second button.
I think they could have
on the Dreamcast version. You can just hold down L trigger to reach that, and then later games they just merge the 2 systems.
I was gonna say they probably should have done how Tekken did it. You have to double tap down to move in a 3D plane.
Here is the thing about that. Tekken did it not very well. They started doing it well in Tekken 7 or some previous games. Tekken 3 initially, sidestep is faulty. You have to press it twice to be going in a certain sidestep direction, which is not very well. I think DOA does it better. From DOA 6 is you just hold up. Or press twice and hold up. Depends how you like it. I'm watching the match. It's incredible.
I got to put the headset down after this round just so I can fight. I can't listen to commentary and watch the match.
No worries. You're another game's commentary. Useless.
That was just random.
Any fancy move that I pull off in a 3D fighter is sheer luck, because a fluke, essentially.
Not
I
necessarily.
gotta put the headset down. Be back.
Anyways, this one is probably gonna be early, so it doesn't. I wouldn't say early, but. Oh yeah, speaking of which, did you see the upcoming update that Flycast will be doing? Hux?
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what they're gonna be doing is adding training mode with input controls.
That's not something I'm excited about, you know.
Yeah,
still not excited about it.
Yeah, I know.
Waking me up if the update includes, oh, this game has improved netcode.
Yeah, but it's kind of a given it's improving. To be
I don't know.
seems like the two settings that we will need to look into turning missing parts and CPU deserve. These two. For Gen Lee. There is, I think, additional button for grab. Aside from counter grab.
It's punch and a free button for a normal grab.
Okay.
Yeah, and directions and punch and free for command grabs.
Alright, did you?
I don't know what free and kick does, or what
It's
punch and kick does.
think of free and kick as strong kick, and free and punch and kick as strong punch.
All right.
Punch plus kick is considered like a strong punch. Like typically, if it's a much stronger punch, or a one hit string, or an end string ender, it's going to be punch plus kick. And if it's going to be a kick, it's going to be F plus K. The same thing in Virtua Fighter as well. The idea being that you're pushing two buttons is strong.
Okay.
And I think also, if I remember correctly, in Millenium, you have to push all three buttons to break a throw. Like a combo throw or a combo hold, you have to push all three buttons.
I thought, really?
Yeah,
I thought you just had to throw.
In the arcade Millennium, just in the Millennium version.
I thought you had to throw it back.
No, yeah, they made it throw after Millennium. After Millennium, you can break them with throw, not all three buttons. But like from DOA 1, it was three buttons. Yeah, in DOA 1, you would push all three buttons to tech up off the ground, Ukemi, and then push it to break throws.
Also, I played against the AI. It's not surprising they cheat. They counter throw when you throw. Like,
yeah.
Alright,
annoying.
Matt, you're up again.
Who I be fighting? Did you always say it? Mallow?
Mallow. I'm just making sure.
Mallow's not in here right now. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, he's there.
I'm just pinging people so they can be, okay, doesn't matter. Did it too late. I wanna see, yo, what the hell? Okay. Alright. Good. I wanna see how Soul Calibur is gonna work in terms of spectating. Okay, so next matches. FSD lowercase button versus mouse. Yes, SB. Oh no. But. Oh wow, Lei Fang. And the more I see the matches, the more I understand that I know nothing.
I think it was Dead or Alive 3 where they started to implement more girls and guys into Dead or Alive.
I remember when I competed in the DOA 3 tournament. That was nice.
Because, yeah, I say that, they only added Hitomi and Christy in that game as the females.
I would say the most character DOA has would be DOA the latest. DOA 6 or DOA 5, whatever it's called. DOA 5 I think was the last round. They should make another DOA.
I doubt it.
Robbed.
Wow. I mean, they made a lot of money from this DOA. Ponton. I think this character, once you get into it, would be Ayane. From a noob's perspective, aka my perspective.
The issue is Ayane's got way too many advanced skills, but for some reason she does have a low. For some reason she does have a low skill floor, but has a high skill ceiling. Maybe.
I've seen people, like two skilled people that played Ayane and Tina. And I've seen several matches with Tina. So she has a lot of tools, but I don't think she's unbeatable. Then again,
Hey, Akuma doesn't have much tools, but yet he's unbeatable. Super Turbo one.
Makes sense. But he's beatable in every other iteration. I think, I can't say this. I'm not sure how Ayane has been nerfed or buffed or whatever in each game. So, okay, so that's 1-1, right? Yeah. Nice.
Wait, isn't it character lock?
He did not say anything about character lock. Oh wait, hold on. I'll reread the I'll reread the rules because there are rules. Character switches for the winner sides are allowed between games if the game supports it. Otherwise, they are not.
Okay.
So it's not character lock.
Well, it restarts after the first round. That's why. Like if it was a challenger up here, she'd be locked like Kasumi. But whatever. Let's just reset it, I guess.
Wait, he reset the game. So
well, when you gets game over, like it's supposed to, like in the normal settings, like it will let you continue on, and then you just lock the character. But like the way the game's set up by default on Fightcade,
it's under event setting.
Yeah, so it drops out every time.
I get it.
It doesn't. I don't mind either way. I'm just saying. I just want to be clear what the options were and stuff.
All right, so it makes sense.
Go ahead and throw me so that way you can. Well, okay, that works too.
Okay, so it's fine.
Just to reset it.
Okay, so you're resetting it. Okay, gotcha.
Just so that way we get a clean start.
Yeah, it's no problem. I'll just not count this. So how do you like the rollback implementation for DOA2 in general, Matt?
I think it's fine. I just worry that I mean, like it's just I wish the crashes were fixed on Ali. Mal, select whoever you want.
You can chat in game via either by tab or whatever button you set it as menu.
Wait, how do you do in-game chat, Taro?
Tab.
On default, it's tab. If you set menu, if you want to set the chat button, or it's basically the menu button. When you're online, when you're offline, it's basically settings button.
Oh, so they replaced the setting buttons with the chat buttons, so you don't tinker with settings.
Yeah.
God damn it, these fucking controls.
Ayane versus Ayane.
Unfortunately, once Dead or Alive 5 last round came out, Kasumi and Ayane no longer became like the most popular characters.
Makes sense, I guess. I remember playing DOA 5 last round on PS3. It's a pretty good game, not gonna lie. At least for me. Was testing a bunch of games yesterday, Hawks, in offline. There was only one game that caused an issue. Capcom vs SNK Pro.
One? Oh, Pro.
Yeah, and I told Lo-Fi in terms of that error, and that was fixed. So most of the fixes are in the JSON file. Just make sure you get the latest one.
Plus one's now.
Ooh, nice. Ponton 2-1. GG's. Okay. Oh, that's why. Oh, he was competing in the Spanish league. All right, that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah, so he was in CVS too.
Yeah. Let's see. 2-1 Ponton.
People really should stop trying to compete in 2 tournaments at the same time. Because
It happens at offline events too. It's annoying.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
I've done it. Because you get that one host who will not care.
Yeah. All right. You ready, Hawks?
Yeah.
All right. You go.
First time playing Dead or Alive 2 Millennium.
Hey, man.
Via Flycast.
Just
online.
Just try to.
No. It's because I don't know. I feel like I've been a harsh judge because I feel like I've been a harsh judge or I feel like others have been too soft when it comes to judging the netcode.
Mm.
It really depends how you see it.
Like people say.
Sorry.
People say what?
Like people say a certain game is fine, but I see it's a bit jittery.
Well, so like what happens is that you get the jitter thing if it's constantly rolling back, because basically all it's doing is sending the inputs that you had, and then when it registers that the inputs it was expecting weren't there, it rolls it back. The frame delay you're setting at the beginning, it basically so like you'll basically see jittering because it's rolling back the animation one frame or 2 frames. And in most cases you won't have an issue.
Something that
the delay is also personal. It's not whatever delay you set doesn't affect the opponent. The delay will basically the higher the delay, the less jittering you will see it, but at the consequence of having the frame delay.
There was something that Blue Minder was saying yesterday about the stuttering and jitters. Apparently, if someone has an average jitter, like a high average jitter, he will probably not have a good experience. So, yeah. And someone had like a 400 ms jitter, and they desynced frame 1.
The worst is because like when you're on Wi-Fi, like you can't send and receive in the same moment. It can only do one or the other. Whereas like wired Ethernet can do both at the same time.
Did you guys start?
I think he's setting the delay.
Okay. I'll wait a few seconds. It's still gonna be optimized, I think. It's just they haven't found the correct integration with it. Considering right now, in my opinion, I think it's a bit manual, but I think that the dojo runs better.
Mm-hmm.
Either dojo or no DC Bear, whichever one you pick, you wouldn't be wrong. Just
Let me look up the facts.
You might have to reconnect it, try again. Sometimes the first attempt it will just not connect, and then the second time it'll be fine.
In some cases, a certain person that challenges can connect. If the other person challenges you, you might be able to connect. It has been known to happen. Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. It's part of it. I mean, it's.
We're in.
See, you're in. Okay.
You're in. Thank you. Try and spectate. Hopefully, it lets me spectate. Yes, thank you. I just think that the integration hasn't been well between Flycast and Fightcade. I think that's the biggest issue. It's not anything else.
Well, I mean, the crash in LE happened like the build before the GGPO date.
The thing is, I would definitely want a little bit more of an easier method for Bear, considering Bear. Oh yeah, you have to use VPN to connect, which is not ideal, and the batch codes don't work for everyone. So there is that as well. But when it works, it really
Did he add a
works.
button? Did he add a button 1 and 3 yet in there? Yes, he did. Thank God. When he launched the dojo and GGPO, he didn't have a macro for 1+3, and so I couldn't map my H and K in the controller.
The macros were either added on 5th or the 7th day.
They've been fixed since, but they're fixed now. So, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, this shit again. End of replay. See if I can spectate again.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't jump into the middle of the spectating because it's not using actual it's not using a full frame save state. It's only it's able to run because it compares the 32 megabyte or 16 mega however much RAM it was. It's too much transfer over the network, to save every individual frame state. So he saves the changes between each one.
No, I understand that it starts from the beginning of the spectating. Although
I was saying why it was.
Yeah. Although Blue Miner said he would implement to start spectating from moment of like the arcade is. When he's gonna implement it, I have no fucking clue.
I would imagine, I'm just guessing here, but I would imagine it'd be something like every 5 seconds he saves a 64, saves the full memory save state as a backup, and then he'll send that like one save state just to give you the starting point. So you're within at least 5 seconds or some set small period of the state.
I'll do the other match then because I can't spectate that one.
Oh, why not?
Because
He got it aired out. He desynced from it, so it closed the replay.
yeah, that's
Oof.
the issue. It doesn't happen all the time. Just once every blue moon. Alright. I'm telling for Beely to add one extra delay because I have a bad connection. Man, I can't wait for my new ISP to come. I don't know why I like Jumpy, but I really do like Jumpy. He's like my main in every DOA tournament that I've been in.
He's a good character, I feel. Just like character design wise, he's just like the strong, stoic warrior who he has a good unique image. He's not just like Bruce Lee clone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the few fighting game characters who like it's not so much that he's the Bruce Lee of this universe, it's that he grew up idolizing Bruce Lee and wanted to become a Jeet Kune Do master. So that's one reason why I like him. Is that he's just like a guy who likes Bruce Lee.
Alright, I won 2-0.
Report the score, please. If you can.
In challenge, I imagine.
Yeah, he knows right. There's a reason why I'm saying that to him. Oh. I just wonder why the jumping attacks don't exactly work.
I don't think jumping attacks are even good in 3D fighters.
No, that's why DOA phased them out. The only like jumping at some point jumping attacks were supposed to be like low and vulnerable, but at some point in DOA they changed that. Or it's supposed to be there, but they only have it for like two frames or something, just the active frames, not the startup or recovery. And then
Anyways, I can already predict I'm going to get 3rd place because I don't stand a chance against you or Malo.
well, 3rd place is probably better than you thought you were going to get.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, there you go. So small gains, man. Focus on the small gains.
Alright, this is bad. The FPS just dropped.
Although one of my victories was through DQ.
Yeah, it happens.
As for the experience, it was a bit jittery. Although I was still able to play.
That's why I add one extra delay. Especially.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
The problem is the recommended delay was 3, so I should have raised it to 4.
Yeah, I raised it to 4, and I'm still having like FPS drops, but I have the worst internet out of everyone.
I think next week's the DOA 2 LE tournament, right?
I'll probably be coming if I can make it. I usually compete in everything that I can compete in.
Yeah, I just like for me, it's not about like proving I'm the best or anything like that. It's just more like I just want to participate and help others grow.
To be honest, I just want to have fun. That's it. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but for me, tournaments are just like being part of an event, you know, like a sense of
It's a social experience.
yeah. I've never been in real like offline tournaments, so to me, this is the closest that I can get in terms of any type of social interaction. So yeah. Alright, sorry about the lag. There's nothing I can do in terms of that. I have fucking bad internet. Maybe I should have DQ'd myself in the beginning, but alright. Let's see.
Without your Kamion?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
I can't change my username.
Why can't you change your username? Oh yeah, your Fightcade username. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to ask, what happens if one site is smooth but another experience?
Well, you can try to set the fucking delay.
Other side.
You could try and set the delay, but I would suggest adding one extra delay on top of it just to make sure. Alright, so let me see. Next match is gonna be Gabriel versus Beely.
Now I want to know, because what if it is on my side? Because
Hox, do you want to try matchmaking just to see what the connection would be like?
sure, just challenge me.
Yeah, he was looking.
What?
Into...
Let's see.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's see what delay we got is recommended.
Well, we're both in the States, right?
Yeah, but
you're West Coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
One
should be fine. Yeah, one should be fine. It defaulted me to 1 as well.
Yeah, whatever is recommended, I think you should go with.
And just.
All right, hold on. Let me look at my task manager. See if my memory is high.
Your stuff should be fine as long as you're not running on a computer from 2002.
Yeah, it's a little bit smoother. I think it's because we actually. I don't
the
know.
last guy you played was across the world though, so. I mean, go ahead and try doing some punching and seeing if it does any better or anything like that.
I mean, I could punch just fine. It's just that. Whoops.
I mean, just visually, like I'm just trying to get you to. It's fine for me, by the way.
Yeah, it's a little fine for me. Small jitters, but not as bad as the other
last match. Yeah, the other guy. I think I don't know which country the guy was from. I didn't recognize the flag. Brazil. Okay, Brazil. Yeah.
All right.
The running gag of fighting games is like the Brazilians are always on Wi-Fi because they feel it's perfectly fine. It's just a stereotype on the online fighting game community. I've noticed like they're always complaining about how the Brazilians will always have like the worst lag.
Someone mentioned hardware driver issues, but that doesn't.
I doubt that. I doubt that's it. Like you're talking about emulating a 1998 piece of hardware. Like as long as you have a GTX, 500, you're fine.
Here is the thing, right? And this was a year ago when we didn't even have signs of Flycast rollback. There was a comparison between NoDC and Flycast in terms of how they ran. They said that Flycast is a bit more heavy on the resources in terms of that, but higher game compatibility or not.
I know that I have my video graphics settings set to use Vulkan and per pixel, which can cause more performance. But mine can handle it perfectly fine. It's just that per pixel actually renders the transparencies properly.
Yeah. That's what you do for Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. Actually, I should mention I'm using all processors. Should I set it to just CPU 0 for Flycast?
Just, I think that's what it was recommended, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but that's only for
Um,
ABK.
I'm gonna use it. No, that's only for ABK, but it might be for other games as well. No, I think that the wrong comparison that people take from this is they compare this to arcade Fightcade. Which arcade Fightcade, if you remember, is fucking light as all hell, lighter than this.
Okay, so he mentioned. Oh, what are your settings? Like, what's your audio delay? Mine's only at 82, which is 18 past default.
My settings, audio delay. I
Audio
have
latency.
set to 64 milliseconds.
So that's default.
Okay.
I'll probably be.
And I have it at 82. I wonder if lowering it will be okay because they said if it's maybe mismatching audio latency might be worrying. Yeah, I honestly don't know the reason.
Where is CPU set to 0?
It would be advanced, wouldn't it? I'm not 100% sure. Where's the settings to set the CPU? Multi-threaded emulation. It's in advanced other.
Okay. We'll set it.
This is run the emulated CPU and GPU on different threads.
After this match
That
is
would be
done,
different threads.
After this match is done, I'm gonna set that. I want to make sure every setting is sticked, so I have like the maximum performance. Though to be honest, it's not per pixel on my end because something weird happened yesterday. I tested almost every autonomous wave yesterday, no visual glitch, and it was on.
Gab and Beely look like they finished their match.
Yeah, they finished their match. It just said.
This will be Beely and Malo.
Beely won.
Or do you want me and Hawks to go first?
Just a moment. Let me just see who won. No, let's go Malo and Beely. But before I do this, let me just set the settings correctly. Because I want to make sure. Alright, so video and advanced. Oh, no, you said advanced, right? I don't see that.
I think advanced, yeah, other.
Other?
There's multi-threaded CPU or something is what it said. I can't remember what it said.
Okay.
Oh, multi-threaded emulation?
Yeah.
That's disabled for me.
Okay.
I had that disabled, yes.
No, I was asking for the CPU 0. Where is it at? Hawks.
Oh, it's in Task Manager, and then you set affinity.
Oh, okay. So you're hard setting it in Task Manager. It's not a setting inside of Flycast.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. Alright. So I don't need to set anything. Gotcha. Seems like, yeah. Alright, Malo versus Beely. I'm gonna contact you now. Oh, aside from my matches and one crash fucking spectating has been good.
Maybe it's just certain things because I guess I can play CVS2 and MVC2 just fine. But those are the games that were optimized, and I think it's because I set the proper delay setting. They did tell me setting the proper delay helps.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it's going to be in that delay setting.
Yeah, because that's how I got most of the games that were struggling to run smoother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're in. I think.
Besides, to me, delay doesn't start getting noticeable until 5.
I think the reason why they can put a default setting for optimal setting is because each PC reacts differently, and each render reacts differently. For some person, DirectX would be the best option. For some, it's gonna be OpenGL. For me, it's Vulkan. To be honest.
Depends on the game as well.
Yeah, but as
some games run better on OpenGL.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did limit the frame rate on my NVIDIA and turned off VSync.
Yeah.
Should I even though the suggestion says I'm supposed to limit it?
I think it's fine the way it is. Like that's what I have it on mine as well.
I think they said limit to 60 FPS if your refresh rate of the monitor is higher. I think that's what they meant.
How can I tell if my refresh rate is higher? Because I think it's
If your
just
display
fine.
set, if your personalization display settings are set to 60 hertz, over 60 hertz, your monitor renders faster than 60 hertz. It's rendering a higher refresh rate than 60 frames per second.
Hawks, you ready? Apparently, the spectating crashed.
Not yet. Let me.
I'm watching the match still. By the way,
Okay.
they just finished the first match. Malo won the first match.
Okay. I turned off the max frame rate.
And it said end of replay after that though.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me when you're.
Oh yeah, spectating replays end prematurely.
It can happen. Yes, it's a bug.
Yes, it's a bug, which I'll again report to Blue Monday today after this. So tell me when you're ready, Hawks.
Well, I've been ready. Well, now I'm ready. Sorry.
FT3.
All right, so we're just doing our match. Okay.
Yeah, FT3.
First of three. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's first to 3. Let's see. You want to do delay 1, or you want to keep it a delay 1, or you want to do delay
It doesn't
2?
matter. It's a personal setting.
Oh, now the recommended delay 2.
Yeah, I'm just fine. I'm fine with it.
Whatever.
I got the same recommendation.
Whatever.
But it's all personal side. It does your setting doesn't affect me, basically, is what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I found that out almost a week ago. That setting was individual per user. I just tell people to add one extra delay so they don't have it like
I don't like that. How the camera all of a sudden shifts like that.
Yeah, I lost a juggle against Malo because of that. Another thing that they fixed by the time they got to DOA 2U, DOA 3, I think hardcore was still doing shit like that.
Damn, man.
I played offline in the AI, and they don't give me a great when I get perfect against him. I guess it's because story is biased like that. Oh, you only get to one round. You don't get a great.
Yeah, I get you.
Hope you're having fun, Contan. Damn. So one match. So
Yeah, this is fine. The connection, that is.
Yeah, it's fine for me. Yeah.
2-0.
You just. Oops. Well, I'll take it. I didn't mean to select it, but I'll take it.
All right.
think you know how to play with every character. So.
Generally.
Yeah. Yeah, Tina. The grappler of the game.
Oh, I didn't even. I'm sorry, I didn't let you finish your throw.
Don't worry, I caught up.
Yeah, she's more like King in terms of chain links.
Oh, Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to push all 2 buttons down during the combo throw indicator
Oh,
to break out of the throws. Okay.
all right, GG's.
GG's, man.
Yeah, I'm just finishing the spectating, but yeah. GG's.
Yeah,
Quentin takes
yeah,
the
much.
lead, 3
Yep.
3-0.
I think it's because of my adjusted settings and increased delay that it was better.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. Mostly the delay. We were fighting under the same delay, so.
Yeah. Malo says AI also never gets great.
Yeah, you don't get a grade or greatest if there's only 1 round matches.
Also, for some reason, in Tekken they also have great, but only if you win in low health.
Yeah,
If you win in full health, it's just perfect. Or was that another game? No, I think they had it in Soul Calibur as well. They're great when you win in low health. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was first to 2 versus Malo versus Bailey. You guys are loser semis.
Alright, so
Malo already won.
Malo won, so that's gonna be FT3 again, Hawks. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Then we're going with loser finals.
So this is Portugal, which is this is Portugal, which is cross continental.
Yeah, I fought Malo earlier.
Either add 3 or 4, but maybe to make sure, just go.
I add 3 or 4. That's a lot.
No. Make just add 1 if Malo has a pretty decent connection,
Okay.
but like if you just add 1 if you feel unsure.
Yeah.
I think I'll be fine. Like I said, delay doesn't become noticeable to me until 5.
Like I said, Malo has a good connection. Like I was fighting him earlier.
Alright.
Yeah, so you should be good. So as Pontan said, you could add 1 extra, whatever.
Yeah.
Now I was referring base 3 or 4, just in case, but
Yeah. I knew what you meant, but it was just easier to explain it as if tell him the final result.
Yeah.
Just correct it instead of explain what was wrong.
I think I'm gonna say to people that are in the same country, just recommended delay. People that are a little bit far off, 1 extra delay. I think that works.
If you need, so I'm streaming the game feed that I have just in case it drops out for you.
Okay. I wanna post it in.
I'm streaming it in the Discord to be sure. I'm not streaming it on Twitch. I'm streaming it on the Discord.
Okay. I'm also recording this footage, so I'm just hoping everything goes well. Thank you. Wish I could get and go back to streaming, to be honest, Ponton. I wish I could go back to streaming on Twitch.
What happened?
Oh, he's got a bad internet.
My ISP happened for about more than 2 weeks. For about 2 weeks or more, my internet has shit the bed. And apparently they're saying, oh, it's the rush hour. And rush hour every fucking day. And the rush hour happens every day.
24/7 rush hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those ISPs that is right now considered the worst in my eyes.
For me, back in the day, in like the early 2000s, when I was getting cable internet, I noticed like drops where I was getting like using Napster and stuff, and like I was getting drops like where 56K might be faster speeds, and like so we called we called our cable company at the time. They were like, "Why is the internet worse now?" And they were like, "Oh well, we quietly moved you over to the throttled plan." We're like, why? We're like, well, we started making a non-throttled and the throttle plan, and we moved everyone to the throttle plan unless they call it a complaint. And I'm like, well, how much is it to get onto the non-throttle plan? And they were like, it doesn't cost any extra difference. It's just that you have to call to let us know that you want us to change you. We're like, well, then put us on the non-throttle plan.
Well,
Fuck.
Yeah. To be fair,
They just didn't want to waste their bandwidth.
to be fair, I tested via the internet package tester how bad my internet connection really was, and I saw 100% internet package drops plus a 2000 plus ms on average jitter. So you can imagine how bad it's. Like, that's worst case scenario. So yeah, internet is fucking bad, and the sooner I can change is basically the beginning of March. So at least I have a date.
Yeah, so at least you see a light at the end of the tunnel type thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the most stable internet. It's the second best internet in my country. I can't get the best internet because it's not available everywhere. And we live in a rural area where I won't even have fiber. So, yeah. But I'll have enough. All I need is stability, nothing else.
All right, that's 3-0.
Yeah, you're kind of faster than me. So.
Yeah, we're there we go. Now I'm caught up.
Yeah, same.
Spoilers! Come on, man. You have to give us like at least a 5-minute wait.
Okay, GG. All right, Malo takes it 3-0. That's nice. Okay, so
Now I feel a little more confident in playing these games. I just need to raise the delay.
Yeah, the delay is basically the
because I can adjust, unlike other people, if you know what I mean. Because
if you're not in
FGZ be like that.
If you're in
Sorry, I'm not calling you out.
Yeah. If you're in the same country, I don't think there is a need to increase delay. I think the issue is when you're not in the same country. I think that's when you need to increase it by 1.
All right, so if I want to post Dead or Alive 2 in the future, I can confidently do it.
Yes.
I just need to raise the delay.
I think it's the same with every game. It's just not every PC kind of equivalent. It's basically the issue.
Although some requires higher delay than others, like KF11, maybe.
For some people, jitteriness came because they didn't update the fucking graphics drivers. But I've seen reports of that.
Okay.
I don't even know if I have it. If I get hardware issues.
As I said, it's not as lightweight as the arcade. So you gotta take into account that. Then again, the dojo.
Because like I said, they work perfectly. Like I said, they work perfectly offline. But like you said, that almost means nothing. If you know what I mean, Terrell.
Well, the offline is to he can handle the game.
No.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh, that was just a crapshoot for both of us, I think. Chatted ow. Give me a second. I don't know.
All right, Tara. I'll see you in about 4 hours.
I'll see. Wow. Possibility this game might show up on a mystery tournament.
Fucking camera, man.
Yeah.
It's like 6 times it changed sides.
Yeah, let's fuck up your day real bad. Oh man. It's bad, I know, but sometimes it's so miserable, we gotta laugh.
At the end of there.
Into the wall. Ooh, 1-1, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How did that hit? Hello?
What's up, Terrell?
Nothing much, just doing the grand finals of DOA 2 Millennium.
Oh, sick. Yeah, DOA is fun.
Is that 2-1?
That's 2-1, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How was the Ready to Rumble tournament yesterday?
That flopped.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
How was the Children of the Atom tournament?
13 people. That was pretty fun. Wow, man.
Yeah, I can imagine, though. It's a good game.
Oh, wow. Damn. I like the snow stays, to be honest. It's really nice.
Did we get any Akuma players in Children of the Atom yesterday?
No. Wow. Man, Yan is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't really hang out yesterday. I went to my sister's baby shower, so I couldn't really do anything.
No worries, no worries. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Let's finish this grand finals first. We can chat. Damn. Well, that's like, hey, Juggling. No, it's... Damn. You sweep again, but yeah. Let's stomp.
Hey, when's the Fist and Nerf Star tournament? What time is that gonna be? Like 3 o'clock, I think, for me.
Less than
Yeah,
an
I
hour.
think 3 o'clock.
In less than an hour. It's 8:15 now.
I might sign up for that. I might actually sign up. I'm a big fan of like Fist and North Star and Hokuto no Ken. That's a good game.
Okay. I'll be reminding people as soon as I finish this.
Still can't believe we got Flycast rollback in Fightcade now. So crazy.
Yep.
Jeez, mom.
Still needs improvements though. Yeah, GG's. Let me just
That's the chat function. What do you think about the chat function?
It's good.
I don't think I think the fact that I don't have an easy way to dismiss it when it's like pops up on my screen annoys me.
Isn't there like a little X button on there?
There is, but that requires me to move my hand to the mouse to hit the X button.
Oh god. And
Alright.
like imagine if you're like in the middle of a match and
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just
Imagine
finalizing the
that's not a lot of fun.
scores. Just a moment. And congratulations, FSD Max Ponton. You are the champion of the Dead or Alive 2 Millenium. Played on Fightcade to Flycast. Hope everyone had fun. Sorry that Ikigai couldn't make it, but you know, there's always next time. Considering we organize 6 tournaments a week. It might come sooner than someone might think. Anyways, with that said, thank you, Matt Ponton, for helping me with the entire game. Advices, commentary, troubleshooting from time to time. And yeah, a big shout out to the DOA2 Discord server. They have, well, what was it, bi-weekly tournaments or something like that?
I think it's monthly.
Okay.
They have bi-weeklies for like all their games, but it's monthly, I think, per game.
Okay, so it's monthly. So it's a monthly tournament. Discord, they're very helpful and very happy to help newcomers. Overall, they are pretty great Discord. I will post this in the recording. But with that said, again, congratulations to Matt Ponton. Hope everyone had fun, and I'll see you guys at the next gathering and the recording.
Malo,